I spent about 10 minutes just fucking around with the lighting in here before I could even record this video. Summer rainstorm right now, so, and with the bizarre lighting situation here, I look incredibly odd. I look glowy and heavy creases. I don't even know what that's about, but anyway, so I got pickups now. I went to TooManyGames in Oaks, Pennsylvania / Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Not really sure which, but it was a good time. Anyone who hasn't gone there, I would highly recommend going. I spent so much fucking money though, because I'm an idiot, but it was so worth it. TooManyGames is just this big convention. They have a bunch of YouTubers there. They have guests. They have Pat the NES Punk, if you care about him. They have VGN, if you care about him. Gaming historian. Rerez, I think, was there. Adam Karolik or something like that. I don't know who that is. Just they had a bunch of guests there. I think the guys in my life in gaming were there, though I didn't see them. Brental Floss was there. But anyway, I talked to Gaming Historian for like 5 minutes, but I don't really care about guests or YouTubers at all. But I was more interested in getting the games, and good fuck, there really was too many games. There was a lot of stalls, a lot of stands, so much crap. They had an arcade there. Me and my wife were playing Sega Golden Gun for a while. Holy shit, I never played that before. That game is fun as fuck. That is fun as fuck. But, okay. So let's get into what I picked up at TooManyGames. We'll start off simple. Star Wars Force Unleashed for PlayStation 3. I actually didn't own this game. I hear it's a good game, and a guy had it for like $5. I was like, alright, that's about as good a deal as any. So I've just picked it up. I haven't played it yet, but I'm going to give it a shot at some point. I definitely want the PS3 version because I like the PlayStation 3 more than the Xbox 360, because the PlayStation 3 is a far more reliable machine than the 360. I like Xbox stuff, but like the machines, there's always fucking problems with them, especially the 360. It's the worst. But anyway, so Force Unleashed, I haven't played it yet, but I look forward to playing it. I know the guy who did the voice of Darth Vader, or of Chad Vader, I should say, does the voice of Darth Vader in this game. I think his name's Matt Sloan or something. So, hey, cool, Chad Vader, whatever. Okay, now next game is going to be a big one for me, because it is this game, Fire Emblem: The Blazing Sword. Me and my wife were on a hunt for this, because my wife I've been showing my wife all the Game Boy Fire Emblem games. She just finished the Sacred Stones, and she really liked it. She's actually played more Fire Emblem games than I have, and I'm the one who showed her the series and loves the series. Adulting sucks. But yeah, so I got her hooked into the series. We wanted to find Blazing Sword. We found one copy there, and it was in the box, but it was $100. And I'm like, fuck, I don't care about the box. Like, I'll rip it out of the box if it decreases the value. Just give me the game. I just want the game. But, can't do that, obviously. So we looked everywhere. We were looking every stand. Nobody had Fire Emblem: The Blazing Sword. No one had it. And we had pretty much given up hope. And then we went to one stand that was, like, in the middle of nowhere. It's by all the hardware setup, all the Retrons and all that kind of stuff, where people just sit back and like play a game for a little bit. We found one shop there, the only shop that was on that little that side, and they had it $40. Did not hesitate, jumped on it, and what's even cooler about it is that it came with the manual. Ooh, I don't really give a crap about that, but it's a nice little piece of Nintendo history. I mean, this GameCube is right there. How cool is that? I love the GameCube. And of course, I had a custom case made. I went to my local thrift store, got a DS case, printed out Fire Emblem. Now, I made one change though. I added the Blazing Sword, as you can see there. I added the Blazing Sword to all the sides of this, because when this came out in North America, it was just called Fire Emblem because it was the very first one ever released in North America. I mean, whatever. I'm just glad to have it. I think it looks great. I love this game. This is actually, if anyone hasn't played this game, it's a really fucking good game. I'm just glad I actually have it now. I had it as a kid. I don't know what happened. I guess I lost it or something, but I'm so glad that I have it now. And this one's kind of interesting. This is Fire Emblem and the Binding Blade, also known as Fire Emblem Sword of Seals. Literal translation is Sword of Seals, but Nintendo has officially referenced this as the Binding Blade. So yeah, found this, but this did not come out in North America. We did not get this one. This is Uh, Blazing Sword is a prequel to this. So this came out first, but Blazing Sword takes place before it. So it's a whole Star Wars situation. But I really like this game. I only played it years ago when I had to be like 17 at the time. It was so long ago. And I had to play it on an emulator with a ROM patch to put it in English. And now, because of the wonderful world of reproductions, it has a physical release as a reproduction cartridge. Ordinarily, I don't buy reproduction cartridges, but for something like this, I absolutely would. The only thing I don't like is that it says Sword of Seals on the cartridge, and in the game itself, it does say Sword of Seals. And now, to be fair, that is quite literally the translation, because I believe it's Fire Emblem Fuin no Tsugi or something like that, which translates to Sword of Seals or Sealed Sword. But Nintendo has officially referenced this as Binding Blade, so I made sure to get this cover for it. It says Binding Blade. Of course, I also went to a thrift store and got DS case. But this is it, and because of this, more particularly because of this, I forgot to mention this, I have officially completed my Fire Emblem North American set. I'm very happy with it. Fire Emblem is probably my second favorite video game series behind Legend of Zelda. And I just adore these games. I love them for the stories they give you. They're such like interesting stories, except for Fates and Awakening. They really sucked at the story, but that's a whole other video I want to make down the line. Okay, so next game. This game, I've been actually trying to get it for a while. It's not like a super rare game or one to find, but it was just cost. I was like, I don't want to pay that much for this, but it is Chrono Cross, a sequel to Chrono Trigger, kind of. I think it takes place in the same world. I love Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is like one of the fucking best games ever made, and I hear this one's alright. It's not. I hear the main criticism I hear about is that there's too many characters, and I've seen this around a million times. I've always thought about getting it, but it was always like $25, $20, and I didn't. It's an okay game. I'm not looking to spend $25, especially if the game is not rare or anything like that. And the guy who had it, he just basically said $20, but he actually took $5 off when he saw my copy of Panzer Dragoon Saga. He was like, whoa, okay, you have that, $15. I was like, that's probably as cheap as I'll ever get. Well, got it. Of course, I haven't played it yet. I haven't played any of these yet, except for the Fire Emblem games. Oh, and one more, but we'll get to that. But yeah, Chrono Cross, discs in great condition, manual and everything, complete. $15, can't complain about that. I look forward to playing that at some point. Now, this game I got partially for me and partially for my wife. This is Okami. I've actually played this before. I didn't like beat it by any. I just tried it out. This was a long time ago. I was probably still a teenager. My buddy, he had a copy. He told me, he's like, "Dude, check this game out. Check it out. You'll love it." And I tried it a little bit, but then I kind of got you got other shit to do. I didn't get really around to it. I gave it back to him, of course, because it's his copy. So I finally got my own. This copy was $20, I think, which is probably more than I would have liked to have paid for it, but it was there, and it just made it easier to just, get it now. I don't know what just fell, but whatever. And, complete discs in great condition, so it's better than nothing. I mostly got it for my wife, and she wanted it, so that's that. Okay, this one. I've wanted this game forever, not rare. It's kind of the same thing in Chrono Cross. Not rare, but people still, it varies greatly in price. I wanted to get one I liked. This one, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. No manual. This is the shop that sold it. There you go, guys. Free advertising. Pay me. No, it's not free anymore. No manual. Disc is in great condition, and this cover is actually just a reprinted out cover on like regular paper. I guess they lost it, so that's why it was cheap. It was like $12. And honestly, I don't care about all that stuff. This isn't a game I'm passionate about because I haven't played it. Maybe I'll be, maybe I'll love it at some point. I just, I hear this is like an RPG style game in the Star Wars universe, and I love RPGs. They're probably my favorite game genre, but my God, they are time consuming. And I'm not someone with a lot of time. So, there it is, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Now this game, this is an oldie. But it's a good game. Star Wars Battlefront. Now, I have played this game. I actually never owned it because I preferred the sequel. And I actually, one of my memories with this game is that my father would rent us games from Blockbuster. This is, fucking rapid mind. Remember Blockbuster? But yeah, he used to rent us Blockbuster games from Blockbuster all the time whenever we went to see him. And I remember one time I just asked him to get me Star Wars Battlefront 2. I wanted the sequel. And he got me the first one. And I remember being mad as fuck about that. I had to be like 12 or something. I don't even remember. 12, 13. Maybe it was 13 or 14, actually. But I remember being incredibly mad about that. Like, hey, this game fucking sucks. It sucks. It's not a bad game at all. It's a really good game. It's just debatably not as good as the sequel. Honestly, I like this one in the sense that it's more challenging than the sequel, because the sequel I can just fucking go on a rampage on. This one's really good, and I like that it's more challenging, but the sequel really is better. And this one, the presentation of this one's kind of lousy. The menus aren't nearly as interesting, but who gives a fuck about the menus? And of course, complete manual. So, I'll take it. And of course, Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, I actually already had this game. Problem is, my copy has been damaged to the point where it barely functions because I've had it for well over 10 years, and I love this game. This is one of my favorite games ever. Me and my wife play this all the time. We always, sometimes we come home and just like, you want to conquer the galaxy? Hell yeah, we'll set up Galactic Conquest and we'll conquer the fucking galaxy. This is actually in way better condition than my copy is, but my copy's old as shit, and I didn't take care of it very well. Complete. I didn't even have this. I'm glad to have that. And there's oh man, Xbox Live for the original Xbox. Oh shit, better get that going soon. But disc is in wonderful condition. I'm so happy to have this again. It was fairly cheap. I don't remember exactly what I paid for it, but I'm glad I have it again. This game, I don't give a fuck about this game or this series, but I got it for one particular reason. That would be James Bond or 007 Agent Under Fire. Yeah, that's it. I got this solely to do the free McBoot hat with the PlayStation 2 to play backups and burn games. That's it. I don't give a fuck about the 007 series. I've never seen a 007 movie. I'm sure maybe I'll like it, but it's just not my thing right now. Unfortunately, when I was trying to do the free McBoot thing, I accidentally broke off the power button on my PlayStation 2, so I just ordered a new one in the mail so I can redo this because I accidentally pushed too hard against it when I was keeping shit down, or keeping the disc tray sensor whatever down. But whatever. I hear it's actually a decent game, so maybe I'll give it a shot too. But I got this solely for the hack. It was cheap as shit, and I needed this. I think I need this for the Xbox hack as well, but I'll cross that bridge when you get to it. This, I don't give a fuck about this game at all, but I got this from my wife. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I don't give a shit. Oh, I almost burped. I don't give a shit about Black Ops 2. I like Black Ops 1, but I don't like it for the campaign or anything. I like it for the zombies. I really love the Kennedy and Nixon, and I forget the other guy's name, and Castro zombie. I love that. But this, I don't like the zombies in this. The zombies in this one suck. I don't like the fucking constant fire where it makes the screen all blurry and I can't see shit. So this, this was cheap. I remember this being like $10. Which, I looked at was actually a pretty decent deal, so I don't give a fuck. But, keep people happy. This, I also don't give a fuck about, but Minecraft. Got this from my little sister. She likes Minecraft a lot. She has it on her phone and all that kind of crap. I don't care about Minecraft. I mean, I don't hate it or anything. I definitely see the appeal of it. And, I occasionally pop it in once in a while and play it. I was playing it last night, actually, as I was going to bed, because I figured this would be a fun thing to do while dozing off. And it wasn't that bad. I like, anything on a console I prefer. I don't like cell phones or tablet things, but Xbox 360 edition, this was cheap as hell too. I forget how much this was, but it was, it's a good thing to get. It keeps people busy, and I liked it. Now, this is the last thing I picked up, and this is one I was definitely looking for. Panzer Dragoon Orta, the only Panzer Dragoon game I had not played. And I've played, this is what I have been playing. This is the one game from TooManyGames I picked up that I've actually been playing. I think I'm on episode 4 right now. And I like it. It's a lot of fun, but it suffers from the same problem that all the other Panzer Dragoon games have. Whereas they set up this massive, interesting world that they don't explain, really, or not even that they don't explain. It's just there's not much dialogue, there's not much character development. It's all very flat and basic. Saga was the only one that did it right, because Saga was an RPG. In Saga, you could talk to people and explore and really get a feel of the world. This game, not as much. With that said, though, this game is fucking beautiful. It looks so good. I mean, the Saturn really could not do the world of Panzer Dragoon justice. This game does it justice. It's very stylish, very awesome, and it's so much easier to tell what you're looking at, because, I mean, if you guys saw my Ranting Spider-Man review, of Panzer Dragoon Saga, which has actually gone up in views recently, which it's cool. Draw attention to that game. But I said in the review that because the Saturn's blocky graphics really made it hard to appreciate the art design and the style of the world. This game eliminates that problem. But the one thing that is kind of weird about it is that the FMV sequences in this game, they're kind of pixelated, almost like a Saturn in a sense, but obviously not because this is Xbox. I'm almost wondering, I mean, I can't assume this is true. Was this being developed for the Dreamcast? It wouldn't shock me because a lot of original Xbox titles were on the Dreamcast, but I got that backwards. A lot of original Dreamcast games ended up on the Xbox because of the Dreamcast getting discontinued. Hey, there's the light. But yeah, I don't know if this was originally a Dreamcast game. They just ported it over, but I'm really happy to have it. I wanted this. This is like $20. Worth it. Full, complete. My disc is a little weird. It's kind of wavy. I don't know. Actually, it doesn't look wavy right now. It looked wavy before. But it's a really good game, and I've been playing it last 4 days. It's definitely traditional Panzer Dragoon difficulty, which I don't mind. But yeah, guys, that was my pickups for Too Many Games. Awesome convention. Probably next convention I'm gonna go because I don't go to conventions very often because I don't give a fuck about meeting guests or any shit like that. I really don't care. Oh my god, you want to meet Angry Video Game Nerd? No. I'm gonna say to him, hi. I don't care about that shit. I care about what's in it for me. Selfishly, I care about the games. And I think I made out pretty good this year. I went to Too Many Games last year, and I had a very good time, too. I also did a lot of pickups there. But that was a year ago. Maybe I'll do a video just explaining what I got. Probably not, though. I'm not going to do that. But, alright, thank you guys for checking this out. I got to get back to work on the newest ranting Spider-Man. Maybe I'll start doing more of these little vloggy type videos in between ranting Spider-Man, so there's actually content on this channel that's not it's not bullshit. It's just something better than nothing. I did that video yesterday about why you should not buy the SNES Classic, which I still stand by. Don't buy that fucking thing. But yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching.